Shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Hey guys, so today I'm filming a book haul, and as you can see, my bookshelves are empty behind me. I'm in my new place and these are my new bookshelves. I'm really excited. But I have quite a few books to haul. So these are books that I got over the past few months and I haven't hauled them yet. So I wanted to do that before I set up my bookshelves because obviously I want to be able to put these books on the bookshelves. So one of the next videos you'll see on this channel is me organizing my bookshelves. So get excited. I'm excited. I have a lot of super exciting books in front of me. So first I'll start with books that I bought myself. So I bought Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race by Rennie Edo-Lodge. This is non-fiction written by a Black author, and on the back it says the book that sparked a national conversation exploring everything from eradicated Black history to the inextricable link between class and race. It's the essential handbook for anyone who wants to understand race relations in Britain today. So yes, this does focus on racism in Britain, but I have heard really good things about it. I'm really excited. Also, I love this cover. I love how it's like, I don't know if you can even see, but it says white people, but like it's imprinted. Anyway, it's really cool. So I'm very excited to read this, and I do want to read more non-fiction. I'm very happy to add this to my collection. The next book I bought is Black Girl Unlimited, and this is by Echo Brown, and it says this is the remarkable story of a teenage wizard. So I'm so freaking excited. I've heard such good things about this. So this is actually part memoir, part fantasy, and it's a coming of age story. I'm just so excited. Once again, stunning cover. There are a lot of stunning covers in this book haul, like always. I'm drawn to the stunning covers, but also obviously the story. But anyway, so this sounds amazing. I always am looking for more wizard stories, and it says that this explores the intersections of poverty, sexual violence, depression, racism, and sexism. So once again, this is a book I really think I'm gonna love, and I'm so freaking excited. Every time I film a book haul, I'm gonna say the word excited a million times. I'm sorry. The next book I have is Felix Ever After by Case and Calendar, and this is a book I was supposed to read in June. This was on my June TBR, but June was just not a great reading month for me, but I do hope to really read this soon. This follows Felix, who is trans, and it's a contemporary, and it's basically about Felix just trying to find love. And I've heard such good things. Literally so many people have read and loved this book, and I definitely need to read more trans stories. That's definitely something that I'm lacking in my reading, so I'm very excited about this. And once again, you can't not talk about the cover with this book because it's literally stunning. Let's just take a moment. The next book I have is The Silence of Bones by June He, and if you watched my Creator-thon vlog, you saw that I read this and loved it. This is a mystery and it's historical fiction, and it was so good, so intriguing. It's set in 1800 Joseon, and I love this cover. So I just have to talk about the cover. I actually only noticed recently that there's another person in there, which love that. The next book that I bought is A Song Below Water by Bethany C. Morrow, and this is the book that I'm actually currently reading. So this is actually a story about two sisters, Tavia and Effie, and Tavia is a siren. Effie isn't, but she does play a mermaid on screen in the show that she's on, which is really cool. So it is obviously kind of fantasy, but it mainly reads like a contemporary, and the siren aspect isn't too huge so far. I'm like 100 pages in, but yeah, it definitely feels more like a contemporary, and it really explores like racism and police brutality and sexism, and I'm just loving this book so far. I just absolutely love this cover too. We have the stunning black hair. We definitely don't see enough black hairstyles portrayed on covers. The next book I bought was Alice's Nightmare in Wonderland, and this is written by Eldora Kui and illustrated by Joey Poulin. So this is such a cool book. I actually saw this when I was on a website called Berserk. It's an Australian website, and it sells like clothes and home decor. I was looking at it mostly for home decor, and then I saw this and I was like, I need that. But yeah, so basically it's a really cool picture book, and it's obviously like a dark Alice in Wonderland, and the illustrations are just so cool. Like, I love it. So I'm definitely excited to display this on my bookshelves. Next I have The Girl from the Well by Rin Peko. I might have already hauled this, but I don't think so. So basically this is a horror, and it says the dead do not always rest. Okay, maybe I did already haul this, but I'm gonna talk about it again because I'm really excited about this book. And it follows Akiku, who knows anger and pain. She's a restless spirit. She wanders, seeking out those who viciously take the lives of children. Oh, I'm so excited about this. It's also described as being a mixture between The Ring and The Grudge. I love The Grudge, and I actually recently watched The Ring and I loved it. Like, I can't believe I haven't watched The Ring before, but I loved it. So it makes me even more excited to read this. Then I bought Goth by Otsuchi, and this is a Japanese translated horror novel, and I've heard some people say it's like the most horrifying thing they've ever read, so maybe I should do a reading vlog for this. I do think I plan to do that. But we follow Morino, who is the strangest girl in school. She has this obsession with brutal murders, and in the town that she lives lives in, there are a lot of serial killers. So her and her friend investigate the murders, but they don't want to stop them, they just want to understand the murderers. So it sounds super interesting, and I cannot wait to read it and see, you know, if it's going to be super scary. The next book I bought was Native Speaker by Changde Lee, and this was a book I was supposed to read for the Koreadathon, but if you watch my vlog, I was moving, so didn't really have much time to read. But I am really excited about this. It basically follows a man who moves from Korea to the US, and he struggles trying to fit in. So it deals with diaspora and I think racism, and then I think he also becomes a spy for something. I don't know. When I was reading the synopsis, it said something about him being a spy. So I haven't heard too many people talk about this, but I'm really excited. If you've read it, let me know what you think. Okay, so the next book I bought was My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix, and I love this cover. It's so classic and retro. Like, I love it, and it like even looks like it's kind of tearing at the bottom. It just looks old and like classic, and I really wanted to buy this because I just love, you know, those classic 90s horror movies and stuff, and this is supposed to read like that. And it says this book packs all the magic of a summer horror flick. So I'm expecting to just have a really fun time reading this. So many books in this book haul are literally so high on my TBR. Like, I'm so excited to read so many of these books, like I can't even explain. But yeah, so very excited to get to this. Oh, I literally can't wait. Like, I'm actually kind of getting stressed out because I just have too many books that I want to read, and I haven't even had much time to physically read lately. But once things start settling down, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for all the books that I'm going to be reading. Like, wow. Then I bought Check Please Book 2, and this is the conclusion to the Check Please comics. It was actually a webcomic at first, so you can actually read it for free online, but I didn't read it online. I just bought the first book and I read it and I loved it, and I've been waiting for the second book to come out. So yeah, this is the conclusion. It's just such a fun comic, and at the end of book 1, I believe the romance was just kind of beginning, so I think book 2 is going to be super cute, and I can't wait. Okay, so I'm going to show you the next 4 books together. So basically I went to QBD, which is a bookshop in Australia, and I saw that they had all these really cool books, and they were really cheap. They were like $15, which is really good for a hardcover, especially this kind of hardcover, which I'll obviously show you in a second. So I was like, and I was like, oh, those would look so good on my bookshelf. So I got them. Well, I got some of them. They actually had a lot more, but basically I got these 4 books. Oh my god, like how cool is that? So basically they're all different collections of short stories. So first we have Gothic fantasy. So this is short stories of different Gothic fantasy tales. Then this one also says Gothic fantasy, but this one says chilling ghost short stories. Okay, sorry, they all say Gothic fantasy. So I'm not sure like if that's just the collection, I don't know. But anyway, so then this one is science fiction short stories, and this one is detective mysteries short stories. So yeah, really cool, and I'm really excited to put them on my bookshelves. They're just gonna look so good. And then at QBD I also got this, which is Tales of Terror by H.P. Lovecraft, and this was also really cheap. I think it was also like $15, and it comes in this stunning slipcase, and the book looks like this. I just absolutely love the way that this book is made, and even if I don't like it, it's stunning. So I saw this thing on Twitter that was like, reading books and buying books are 2 completely separate hobbies, and I was like, kind of. Like sometimes I buy books knowing that I might not actually ever read them. So for example, like I do plan to read this, but it might not be my vibe, like because it's kind of like, I think it's a classic, so I'm not always into the writing style of classics, but we'll see. The next book I have is Bunny by Mona Awad, and I actually heard about this book from my friend Caitlin from Kate Literature, and she loves this book, and she said she thinks that I would love it, and she recently bought the book too, and she said how it's really hard to find this edition because I think it's out of print now. So I was like, okay Caitlin, do you think I'm gonna really love it? Because maybe I should buy it too now before it's like too late. So she was like, yeah. And this cover is so cool, like I love it. And this sounds so cool because it's like a horror and it's set in a university. Those 2 things alone, I'm like, yes. And there's the quote, "We were just these innocent girls in the night trying to make something beautiful. We nearly died. We very nearly did, didn't we?" So yeah, hopefully I love this because it was kind of expensive and it's probably going to get even more expensive. So I am happy I got it now before it's like $1 million, like Stranger Dreamer UK edition. But yeah, I trust Caitlin and she knows my taste, so I think I am gonna love it. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about the manga that I bought. So first I'll start off with this amazing box set. So this is the Tokyo Ghoul box set. So it has all 14 volumes in here, as you can see. Oh, isn't that stunning? So if you watched my Asian readathon vlogs, Callan and I watched the first season and fell in love. Such a good anime. We didn't watch season 2 since people said it sucked, so I was like, okay. But I read the first volume too and loved it, and then I immediately was like, okay, well, I need to buy all the other volumes. And then it was actually cheaper for me to buy the box set, even though I already have volume 1. Yeah, it was cheaper for me to buy this rather than buy like volume 2 to 14, so that's what I did. And I just gifted my other volume 1 to my friend. And since then I haven't really had time to read much because of moving and everything, but I am planning to do a 24-hour readathon soon, and I'm going to try to read like all of these volumes in a day. I think it's possible, so that's gonna be so fun. If you don't know, in this world there are ghouls who live among humans, and you can't always tell who is a ghoul, and ghouls eat human flesh to survive, so it is horror, but it's like light horror, so it's not too bad, but I love it. So I'm so excited to finish the series, and I just love these covers too. I'll take them out to show you. On the bottom of the box, that's what it looks like. That's so cool. Okay, so we've got volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, volume 5, 6, 7, love that one, 8, 9, 10, 11, that is freaking cool, 12, 13, and 14. And then we also have this poster that comes with the box set. That is cool. Oh, I love that one. So yeah, I'm so happy and excited. I plan to film that 24-hour readathon soon because I have been so sad that I haven't been able to continue reading the volumes. Okay, so moving on to the other manga that I bought. I bought Junji Ito's Dissolving Classroom. I don't know what this is about, but I obviously want to read everything by Junji Ito, so I bought it. And if you don't know, Junji Ito writes horror manga, and he's like my new favorite person. Well, one of my new favorite people now. So yeah, of course, you know, I just need to buy everything that he's written. And as always, his art style looks amazing. Then I bought Abitsu by Haruto Ryo, and this is another horror manga. I did some research into some more horror manga that I could get because obviously I absolutely love it now, and I love this cover, so that is definitely what intrigued me. But basically it says, urban legend has it that a girl in Gothic Lolita garb will sometimes appear at local garbage drops in the middle of the night, putting a question to passerby: would you have a little sister? To reply is to seal one's fate and meet with a diabolical death at the hands of none other than this twisted sister. And tonight another man will fall prey to the honor. Once again, the art style looks so good. Very, very excited about this. So another horror manga that I bought was Utsubora, The Story of a Novelist by Sumiko Nakamura. Sorry about my pronunciation, I know it's probably sucky. So this cover is literally stunning. Like, just look at how beautiful this book is. So this is the story of a novelist who succumbs to the siren call of plagiarism when a mysterious beauty straight from his own pages accosts him unbidden. I really think I'm gonna love this. Then I bought another Junji Ito, so this is Fragments of Horror. Absolutely love this cover, and underneath the dust jacket is super cool too. And this is about an old wooden mansion that turns on its inhabitants. Love that. I love like creepy house stories. Actually, I think this is a collection of short stories, so I think that's one of the short stories. And then I bought Happiness volume 1 by Shuzo Oshimi, and this once again has a stunning cover. And this is another horror manga, and I don't know too much about it, but when I was looking up different horror manga to read, this had really good reviews, so excited about this. Okay, so now on to arcs that I was sent by publishers. So I just have 2 here. So I have House of Dragons by Jessica Cluess, and this was sent to me by Penguin Random House. This sounds really, really cool. This is a fantasy, and 5 outcasts are pitted against one another. So there is the liar, the soldier, the servant, the thief, and the murderer. So it definitely sounds like a lot of fun. If you've read it, let me know if you liked it. Look at the floppy paperback, love to see it. And then Pan Macmillan sent me When I Was 10 by Fiona Cummins, and this is a thriller, so I'm really excited. So 21 years ago, Dr. Richard Carter and his wife Pamela were killed in what has become the most infamous double murder of the modern age. For the first time, 3 women are forced to confront what really happened on that blood-soaked night, with devastating consequences for them all. Definitely sounds cool, and I really like this cover with like the scissors. So thank you so much to Penguin Random House and Pan Macmillan. So now on to books that were in subscription boxes. So first we have Our Crate. In one of the boxes there were 2 books. So there was Witchy, which is a graphic novel, which looks really cute. I'm really excited about this. And Incendiary by Zoraida Cordova, which is fantasy I've been really excited about. And Incendiary was also in a Fairy Lit box, So this is the Fairy Lead edition with the red edges, and these are both exclusive editions to each of these boxes. I gotta say, I do love the Fairy Lead one a bit more because it's just so stunning with the red, and I just really love this cover. Then I got Bone Cries Moon in Fairy Loot, and I think I also got an Owl Crate, but it must be somewhere else right now. But yeah, so this is stunning once again. We have the shimmery green edges, and I've heard really good things about this book, so I do plan to read it in the near future, hopefully. Then in another Fairy Lead box, there were 2 books. Oh, such a good box. So I'm pretty sure these were the books that were together. So The Gilded Wolves by Namina Fauna. Oh my god, this is stunning. Like, look at those edges, and like the cover is just so pretty. This was on my most anticipated releases list. Was not expecting this in the box, and I'm just so happy to have it. This is a fantasy. And then Forest of Souls by Laurie M. Lee, which is an Asian fantasy I've been so looking forward to. This has definitely been like at the top of my most anticipated releases list, so I'm so excited to read it soon. And the cover is just stunning, and the Fairy Lead exclusive edition has stunning character art on the reverse of the dust jacket. Then in another Fairy Lead we got Girl Serpent Thorn by Melissa Bashardoust, and this is a Persian inspired fantasy which I'm so excited about, and this cover is just literally stunning. Like, look at this pink and then the green edges. Oh, so stunning, and I've heard really good things about this. And then in an Owl Crate we got this stunning edition of Where Dreams Ascend by Janella Angelis. This is literally so stunning because it's a naked book with this foiling, and on the back it says the stage is set, the spectacle awaits, and I've heard really good things about this book, so I'm so excited to have this stunning edition. So yeah, those are all the books in this book haul. Like I said, I'm literally so excited for so many of these books, and it's to the point where I'm a bit stressed because I just have so many books that I want to read and I'm a bit overwhelmed, but obviously that's a good stress to have, so I'm not complaining. But I'm so excited to get to these books. Oh, like, I literally can't explain. There are so many books I just want to read right now. Yeah, so let me know if you've read any of these books. I would love to know your thoughts. Okay, hi, this is Chloe from the future, and as you can see, my bookshelves are set up, and don't worry, my bookshelf reorganization video is coming soon, but here is a little sneak peek. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the sponsor of the video, Squarespace. Squarespace gives people a powerful and beautiful online platform to create your own website that looks super professional, and most people will assume you've spent a lot of money on, but anyone can use the website and choose from the templates that they have and create a beautiful, stunning, amazing website. There are also Squarespace email campaigns that you can use to stand out in any inbox, and their all-in-one platform makes it really easy to unify your brand voice from your homepage to your emails. You can also easily add online booking and scheduling for your classes or sessions, so clients can easily see your availability and reschedule if needed, taking the hassle out of coordinating calendars. You can also refine your email strategy with real-time campaign and website analytics from one source, and you can learn what content leads to higher engagement, tracking metrics from sent to sale. So you can go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/bookswithchloe to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain. I'll also have that link in my description. So thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring this video, and back to my outro. I hope you're having a good day or night, and I'll see you in my next video.